Hey gang, I wanted to show you something today that's really unique. There's two pedals that I'm super excited about. I think they don't get any love or very little love in the guitar pedal world, pedaldom, and they're amazing. There's a little company in England called Sonuus. They're run by some brilliant people. Some of you may know this stuff, but most, I don't see this much. They make two pedals in particular that are mind-blowingly great. And I'm going to try to show you today, try step by step to give you some interesting background and effectiveness approaches to it. Let's start with this. This is their app that comes with their pedals. The amazing thing about the app, so we're going to start with the volume pedal. Now, it's a volume pedal. Yeah, it's a volume pedal, but it's much, much more than a volume pedal. In fact, what this pedal will do, it has a gate, it has a compressor, it has a tremolo, the volume, and a limiter. It's amazing. So, you can have all of these effects going at once. I'm going to plug it in to the volume and show you how I have it set up. So, now I have it plugged in. So this is my basic volume setting. However, you'll see I have a gate going on, and here is the controls for the gate. I have very gentle compression, amount, threshold, attack, release, level. Tremolo is not on this particular preset, but it is the next. And you say tremolo on a volume pedal? Tremolo, ring mod, LFO craziness is an option. Volume, of course. Now here's one of the best parts about just the volume pedal. You can pick your curve. There's many, let me click on this. Many curves that you can pick from. I chose the low, high 3. You can have a fade time, so that controls your fade in your volume. And trust me, this is very important, because when you start getting into the fine points of designing your particular volume pedal, what comes into play is your personal foot, right? How you put weight, how you distribute it. So you can choose that in the response curve. You can choose that in the fade. And then last but not least, you can tailor the high and low level here so that it controls, that fine-tunes the curve a little bit more and controls the action, if you will, of how those sounds come in high and low as you're pressing. All of this is super duper cool and important to tailor it precisely how you want it. Unbelievable. And then, you know, of course you have a limiter. I have the limiter off because I don't need a limiter on this or much. So let me just show you the next preset, which is volume plus tremolo. And here we are, gates on again. There's your gate settings, compressor, there's your compressor settings, LFO tremolo on. And I've got two different LFOs. Two, as you can see. You can control it by BPM. You can control it by MIDI or tap tempo. You've got level control, you've got re-trigger, fast, duo, re-trigger, or optical. You can put on. Right now I've got duo and re-trigger, and duo gives me two LFOs. Now, why is that cool? Some of you know why. So I've got a square wave going on the first LFO, and different options, different steps, and a trapezoid on the second with, again, different options. So the cool thing about this is also you can, with the duty cycle button right here, you can change the shape of the square wave, how much space is in between the pulses. It's pretty awesome. And further going up, my next setting is a ring modulation. Super fast, very high BPM, high and low. Because what I'm doing here, and I stole this from another YouTuber, it was brilliant, this person in Germany. So the ring mod will change its drone note based on the position of the pedal. So you can see how insane this pedal can be. You can have volume, you can have gate, you can have compressor, you can have LFO tremolo, ring modulation, and a limiter, all in one pedal. So you might say, oh, it's big. And it's actually not that big. It fits on a pedal board pretty easily. Takes up a little real estate, I get it. But it's awesome. Now we're going to pull up the Wahoo, which is the other Sonuus pedal. Show you that. Very similar layout app-wise. And then I'll demonstrate them for you, hopefully. All right. Okay, kids, and this is where we have the Wahoo app. Similar to the other one, except there's more controls over your LFOs and envelopes and filters. This is my first preset. It's got some really cool things. I try to make the two filters doing different things, different ranges, different EQ, different control. So let's go to the next. This is just sort of, I've got it named as bass envelope, but it's like a wah envelope where when I press the pedal down, the rate changes, as does the shape and LFO type. So, because you can pick response curves, linear and low 2, the band, so that's band pass, and this is low pass. You can tailor incredibly complex wah filter, LFO type things. Now this is the normal screen. Let's switch to vowel. You can even switch where and when the vowels come into play. So I wanted the vowel to stop here, to not go this high. I'm stopping right around here, and I'm starting way down here at around, oh, I don't know, 40, no, that's probably closer to 100 hertz. 110, yeah. So I'm starting at 110, and I'm ending at, one filter's ending at 1450 kilohertz, the other one's ending at 1950 kilohertz, and you can tailor your vowel sounds for your wah envelope filter of each preset. Go to the next one. Again, so the first one, I've got two envelopes going. The next preset is a square wave and a similar envelope. The next preset is a saw. And the next is an even more complicated trapezoid wah frequency response. Anyway, that's what we're doing here. It's amazing. I can't believe more people don't know about this stuff. You can get them used really cheap, but even new. Like I bought the volume pedal brand new. It's unbelievable, like mind-blowing. It'll take pedals off your board and save space. And having that pedal control, which by the way, the treadle's fantastic. It feels great. and you can control it. If the treadle itself is too loose for you, they give you a screw to tighten it up. I mean, yeah. Anyway, let me play a little bit and show you what I mean, and we'll record it right into Pro Tools. Now, we're not even going to tune the guitar because we are lazy. So here we go. There's the Wahoo. There's the volume. We're running, the only other pedal happening right now is the M5 with some overdrive on it just to give it some flavor. And we're running direct into Pro Tools so it goes Wahoo, M5, volume, simplifier set to the Vox profile, Vox-ish profile, right into Pro Tools. So here's what that sounds like. And here's the first preset on the Wahoo. Next preset. Pretty cool. So now the volume. The other thing I should mention, I hope you can see this in the screen, disconnect that, are the DMC Micro by Disaster Area. This little thing by my genius friend Matthew can control both pedals. There's a USB input that can use a ghost cable to control the presets on this and switch through the presets, making it even more useful. And regular MIDI to the volume to switch presets. So you can make a ton of different presets, thus saving more pedal board space by making these two do all kinds of things and just switch through it with the DMC Micro. I will say that if you use the DMC Micro with the Sonuus or any other product via USB, there's a special ghost cable, and the connection end of the ghost cable, so it's basically a USB cable, but this part, the shortest part, needs to go into the DMC Micro, and then when you connect it to your USB cable, that goes to whatever you're controlling. Doesn't matter whether it's Sonuus or Zoom or any other product via USB. Just thought I'd throw that in there. So here we have the compressor, the gate, the volume pedal, finely tuned. If we kick on the next preset, this one will have tremolo. So I get to use the volume pedal and the tremolo at the same time. Let's hit the DMC micro. Now let's go up to the ring mod. And the next preset is ring mod with steps. It's genius. These devices are unfreaking believable. This preset is slow trem to faster trem depending on where the So there you have it. Dig these things. Go find them. They're amazing. I love them. I'm keeping them. They're going out with me. I really think you'll dig them too. And I think they'll save you some hassle in the long run by just putting in some time when you first get them to program them and tailor your sound. All right? Peace out.